Incremental greetings. Let's continue the Supermemo course, the Pleasurable expansion. We have seen how to impose and detach a template, and I hope you understood how it works. Now is about how to actually use it. So in which context? The only thing that Fowl mentions is that the most common use, by the way, is that when you detach it, let's say here you have the article picture. And this is quite, you know what? I think this needs a lot of reflection how to do this video about Supermemo. Supermemo is not popular. I think I will need one extra component. I want to take my own notes, but at the same time, I want to have like the draft of how it will be public in the description box or something like that. I want to have this distinguished. But if I do it like this, I will be modifying more than 20,000 elements because I have more than 20,000 topics with this template being applied. So first, I detach it, and now I can mess around, and let me resize this. I don't need the second image component, I will get rid of it. And instead, I will be adding, in the Compose panel, I will be adding an HTML component. By default, it gets resized. It's because I think Supermemo is designed in a way that if you put a second component, it's because you want front and back, question and answer kind of thing. So you will need to, again, resize it because I don't want that. I want to be on the side, and a little image component just in case it's required. If you remember, we did this quite a few videos ago, how to rearrange the components. Basically, what I'm editing now is only this element, the source of this element, because there's no template. Let me change the mode. This is how it looks. So public text. I got some styling for whatever reason. Okay, I get rid of it. And here I will write blah 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 blah. So this is all my thinking. I can have anything private here, and this would be publicly available on my description box, let's say. Nice, that will be it. Now if I go to any other point, it won't be affected. Let me actually go to the registry. I don't remember what. Oh no, I don't have any. Okay, let's do one random example then. Ctrl Shift, and I don't have this other extra. I have only the image. Cool. Could be the case that, hey, you know what? From now on, I want this flow. Let's pretend that I had invested some time. I actually did repetitions. I have written and so on. I like this. Now let me change the color so I can easily identify that. I will put, I don't know, this shade of blue, and I can save it as a template. Right click for the element menu, template, save as template, and I will call it article for videos, let's say. So now from now on, I can use it as a template. If I create a new topic, remember this is the archetype template look because it's the template. Now apply template, Ctrl Shift M, remember, and how did I call it? Article for videos. Here we go. And now I have a second HTML component already and the image. That is one use case. When you want, let's recap what we have seen so far. When I want to detach a template, when I don't want to see any other, when I don't want to affect all of them, all of the elements using that template, I detach it and I mess around with my element. Cool. And second could be because I want to actually create a new template from an already existing one instead of from zero. For my convenience. At the end of the day, it's convenience. It's not required. Let's say that I want this. Is that for videos? For written articles, let's say, for incremental writing. So I detach, but now I will detach it without imposing. I don't want to impose it necessarily. That's also possible. Detach. Nice. Now I change the color. That will be, I don't know, purple. This case, I don't need any image, and I will have two texts in parallel. Cool. And now I save this as template. But that was because of my convenience. I didn't want it to start from the beginning, from scratch, the archetype, because it's similar to the other one. And now I will call it article writing, for instance. I save it. Boom. Then, what may be the purpose that I want to impose a template? I have one example, genuine example from me. I cannot use it anymore. I suggest this video, how I optimized and simplified my workflow for Supermemo 19. Once I had less requirements because some use cases I just didn't do anymore in Supermemo, like language learning. So this is one of the possible use cases that, hey, now I no longer have sounds in Supermemo. I imported this to Anki. So what I did is I went, let's say, I went in my registry. It's okay, let me see all of the items. Now I will select just the item template. Browse this, so I open everything here, and then I go and I apply template, and I impose the template in bulk. So I get rid of all of the text components, and therefore the font is not used anymore. Because if I go now here in the font registry, you see I have one. I had more than that. Since I'm imposing the template, is how it looks now with the template is how it will look as the source. It will become the source. Therefore, there will be no element, there will be no text used as the name of the file, of the sound file. And therefore, once I repair the collection, we will see this in upcoming sections. I don't get spam with so many errors because of the fonts. So another use case, perhaps not as important, is that you can get rid of those spammy reports. There are some use cases, but are way too obscure and likely that you will never use. You will never require those. Just to let you know that there's one thing called, and remember, you don't have to do this now. Please continue with the course. See you in the next video.